Looks like one of our development parts didn't fare too well in testing. I've put it on hold for now. You can restart work from the laptop. We're going to have to go back now and make some adjustments in order to get the final numbers looking more like we were expecting from the simulation.
What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and the finale of my F1 2017 career mode here for season 3 at Abu Dhabi, episode number 60 now. Absolutely incredible that I can say we're at that milestone. But if you guys are looking forward to the finale and the start of a new season, then do slap a like on the video. But as you can see on screen right now, we're just showing a little bit of a progress chart and how the season has developed and how things have ended and how close exactly that top 4 is. Bringing an upgrade to this race, even though one of them did fail, we have got the other one, so that's going to help us out an absolute treat. And also, I'm not going to bother showing practice this race because the focus is on qualifying and on the race, and who knows, depending on what the result is, we may or may not be with Force India after this episode. I mean, I don't think we will be anyway, because I just want to leave the team, so this will probably be my last race with Force India as a team, regardless of the result. So, with that in mind, there is no point in taking part in any further practice sessions, and we can just get on with the race weekend itself. So, as you can see, we're currently jumping into Saturday qualifying, and practice went really well. The car felt really good. I got a good setup underneath me. Even though it's not showing the video, I did still do it myself just to get a few laps under my belt. And the car felt really, really good. I actually went for 2 attempts in the Q1 because I wanted to get a really good feel for the ultra soft tyre under the very low fuel load. So first attempt was very good, fastest out of everybody, but I went for another attempt, and my second lap was actually really, really good. And I managed to hook one up, an absolute treat, and go pretty much a whole second plus faster and improve my lap time even more. So that was a very good lap and a very good way to start the qualifying session there in Q1. And we actually get through there quite comfortably in first place. Not something you see every day in Ocon down in P6. So going into Q2, I felt very, very confident in my car. And this time we're going to go for the Star Compound, the Super Softs. And unlike the last race in Brazil where we came a little bit unstuck, this time we're not going to have no major issues. And the lap is going to be very competitive and on the money. And this one's much more better. And we're not going to get surprisingly knocked out. We are going to get through quite comfortably. So that's going to see us through into the final part of qualifying. As you can see right now, coming across the line, we do cross the line quite comfortably, and that lap is going to see us through into Q3 in P6. So not too bad, and overall a very good qualifying session so far. And in terms of other results and other drivers in the session, you can see that Bottas and Raikkonen, my championship rival Kimi Raikkonen, are opting also for the Super Soft. So only me and him are out of pretty much, excluding Bottas, it's only me and him that are going pretty much for the Super Soft. So all of our teammates and nearby rivals are going for Ultra Softs tomorrow's race, which is going to be interesting for the strategy front. But as you can see, now jumping into Q3, we are going to ride on board for my best lap of the session, which was actually my first lap, because my second one I made a little mistake and I had to abandon the lap. So we're going to ride on board now for the final qualifying lap of the season and the final qualifying lap under a Force India. So here we go then now. First sector has already been completed, but now into this next left-hander, fourth gear corner. Tricky to not cut the corner there, then it's flicking it right to the next right-hander, and then into the hairpin. Lots of different lines you can take into here. I like it in third gear, and I try to focus on a good exit, so sacrifice a little bit on the entry and the mid-corner speed. Then open up the DRS on the back straight. Second sector, fairly simple, all pretty much straightforward, with the exception of this chicane coming up now, where you want to get the 100-meter board on the right-hand side, go down to second gear, pick up the apex, avoid the orange sausage curb on the inside, which is very, very important, because otherwise you're going to go airborne and lose a severe amount of lap time. And then very important you get good traction out of the second chicane, as there is a bump there that does trigger rear wheel spin. And then into the brake zone, bang on the second sector split, down to third gear, pick up the apex, once again avoid the orange sausage curb as you now go through the reminiscent old Singapore sling section, and then through this next left off camber left hander in fourth gear, and now basically down onto the power a little bit, squirting it on for these next couple of short right-handers, and then into this next 90-degree right-hander, third gear, nice apex there, and now we go under the hotel for a series of left-handers, and a very nice run through here, critical to get the apexes, as I do just miss that one slightly there, and run it as close as I can to the wall to make up for lost time. Then through the penultimate corner, fifth gear, and then one more corner to negotiate, which is the final one in fourth gear, maybe a little dip of third gear if necessary, but then get on the traction, and out of the corner, we're going to go fastest of Q3 for the time being. Obviously, like I said, it was at the start of the session, so once the session ended, we would actually finish in P5, because I bottled it on my second attempt. So P5 for qualifying, not too bad. I think there was a bit of pace we left on the table, and we managed to out-qualify Esteban Ocon. Crucially though, Raikkonen is only P3, so things are as they stand. We would win the championship. So Raikkonen needs to get a considerable amount of points on us tomorrow. So overall, a very good qualifying, and I'm looking forward to the race tomorrow. Like I said, damage limitation We ain't got to win the race, just make sure Kimi doesn't get the points average over us. So overall, I'm looking forward to it. But without further ado, let's jump straight to the final race of the season at Abu Dhabi.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen and a Force India, Esteban Ocon and Verstappen, Grosjean, Palmer, Bottas and Nico Hülkenberg, Kvyat, Massa, Daniel Ricciardo and Magnussen, Stroll, Sainz, Fernando Alonso and Stoffel van Dorn, Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Right then, here we are on the grid for P4 for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the last race of Season 3. And you guys will have seen on the grid that some guys got penalties, including Daniel Ricciardo and Valtteri Bottas. But that's going to promote us up into 4th place. Kimi Raikkonen on my right hand side. Sebastian Vettel starts on pole for Ferrari and Lewis Hamilton is in P2. It's pretty much a star-studded front 3 and then myself just behind. I mean, you've got a huge amount of World Drivers' Championships in front of us here, over 10 championships, and then obviously me hoping to get my very first here today, and there's a big occasion in this race. Like I said, P4 on the grid, the last race of the season, and starting the race on the super soft compound tyres after I qualified on those in Q2, as did Kimi Raikkonen. So me and Raikkonen will be on the exact same tyre for this first stint of the race. In terms of other tyres and race strategy, you can see on screen right now we're going for a one-stop, switching over to the soft compound tyres around lap 12. Also overfueled by 1.5 laps. I'm actually going to increase that to over 2.5 because I've got a brand new pretty much engine in the car that I can pretty much use and burn up. So I'm going to have a nice bit of extra fuel in the car so I can run rich mix at various points in the race. But other than that, I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of pressure on. It's very simple. If Raikkonen wins, we have to finish in 3rd or higher to secure the championship. And if Raikkonen doesn't win, then I think it's going to be pretty comfortable for me to bring it home. Like I said, if things finish as they are right now, I'll be the World Drivers' Champion. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the race for round 20 at Abu Dhabi. Right then, here we go. 5 red lights for the final race of the season. And it's lights out and away we go at Abu Dhabi, and it's a good start from Hamilton just in front. We've actually got a better start than Kimi Raikkonen here. We can just pull to the inside and take the inside line. Raikkonen goes around the outside though and holds it beautifully. I'm still there though on the inside line, and I'm just going to floor it through and take the inside and take P3 from Kimi Raikkonen. So that's critical for us to make the overtake because we can now control Raikkonen behind us and see where he is, and he won't have a chance to get away. Speaking of getting away, Vettel and Lewis obviously will be setting the pace up front on them ultra soft tyres, so we'll see if we can keep up with those guys, but I got a feeling we might struggle to. So the main focus now is to keep Kimi behind us and control this race. Right, so far pace is good. There is a method to my madness, and I'm hoping that me not going at an excruciatingly fast pace, partly because I don't want to and partly because I don't really think I can, is going to hopefully aid Hamilton and Vettel pull away, especially Hamilton, because Hamilton's going to be my wild card here, because I want him to win this race. That way Raikkonen can't get 25 points. That's the big difference maker, because from 1st to 2nd there's 7 points alone. So that's going to be my wild card for this race. I need Lewis to win it. That's why I'm not focusing too much on really going as fast as I can. I'm trying to focus more on keeping my tyres in and match whatever Raikkonen's strategy is, because that's how I'm going to do a results race. Even if Raikkonen overtakes me, it doesn't really matter because Hamilton has got the gap. I just need to trust that he's got the pace. As you can see, I've got some straight line speed in my back pocket, so if Raikkonen does gain on me, it's not enough on the straights, even with DRS. So right now, it's all very much under control in this early part of the Grand Prix here, but we'll see how things shape up once the tyres start to hit the 2nd phase and they get nearer towards the wear section. Well, I feel like this time Raikkonen could be close enough here to make a move, so we're just going to put into rich mix and try and respond to him, possibly catching him up. He's going to go for the move here, so I'm going to squeeze him a little bit and not make it too hard. Like I said, I don't want to retire from the race because that would not be good, but we're just going to use a little bit of rich mix and a little bit of defensive driving to try and stay ahead of Kimi. I'm going to keep it in rich mix now out of this corner, and that should hopefully give me the straight line speed that I need to defend into the next brake zone. Kimi's going to gain on me anyway. I'm just going to go slightly defensive, but it's not enough and Kimi doesn't commit to the move, so we're going to stay ahead for now. A nice bit of defensive manoeuvring there, and Raikkonen still can't get past me. Right, Ocon comes in, so that's another wild card. He might be on the two-stop strategy, but at least he can maybe undercut us for now, and then once Kimi pits, he'll probably re-jump behind Ocon, so there'll be another car he'll have to overtake. So that's all playing into my strategy right now, which is basically frustrate Kimi and not let him have any clean air to push. He's got to be in traffic, frustrated. That's how I want him to suffer in this race. That's the way I'm going to win it. If he can't basically spread his wings, so to speak, that's going to be the way I'm going to just basically express it. But once again, Kimi here, he seems to be getting better exits now out of that hip, and I think he's starting to understand now what my defensive manoeuvring is. And this time, he's alongside me much earlier, so I'm going to squeeze him to the inside. We're going to switch back to the outside line into the brake zone, locking up the left front, but we're going to go clean around the outside of Kimi, and that's going to allow the Red Bull of Verstappen to have a sniff there, and they're going to go pretty much side by side on the exit, so that's going to distract Raikkonen even more. Like I'm saying, the plan is to frustrate him, so far it's working beautifully for me. Right, interesting enough, Raikkonen's come in, so I think he's too frustrated. I think he's changing his strategy, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one, but that's very interesting from Kimi Raikkonen here. Now the question is, do I respond or do I stick with this? Because I feel like now, if I respawn, he's going to be too quick, like he's going to undercut me, no problem. So I think I've got to just stick with this strategy, to be honest. So I think now we've got to switch our tactic, and instead of obviously playing conservative and frustrating Kimi, now we've got to try and crank it up. So we're going to use some of this rich mix for a couple of laps. We are pitting on lap 12, so I'm probably going to keep it enriched until that lap. So basically now it's time to push and use what's left of these tyres. Okay, Seb and Lewis pit now at the end of lap 10. So interesting strategy there as we do a personal best of 140.5, even with that little mistake at the final corner. But I'm really thrown off by Kimi now, because if he's going for that 2-stop, he's definitely not going to win this race now, unless if he pulls something out the bag. Because I've just realised, looking at how late Hamilton and Vettel have stopped, that means they're on the 1-stop. So maybe Lewis is onto something here. I don't know now, because if Hamilton and Vettel are on the 1-stop, they'll be slower obviously at the end of the race, and also they'll be slower now on soft tyres compared to Raikkonen, whatever tyres he's on, which I'm guessing won't be the softs. So I don't know now. I think it's anyone's ball game, but I think Raikkonen's definitely out of everyone in the top 4 is going to have to lap the fastest to try and find the time, because the pressure's on him now. Right then, here we go through the penultimate corner. We're going to come in for our first stop of the race here. So let's have a nice solid pit entry, nice and easy, no risks needed, because like I said, Raikkonen's been forced to change his strategy and do a 2-stop. So let's take it very calm, no need to make any mistakes. Like I said, we are controlling the race. It's very, very important that we just take it easy, because also we are in complete control, and the pressure's on Kimi. Like I said, we've got the points advantage, so we could even make a mistake and still, be fairly comfortable. But as you can see, it looks like we are going to rejoin in P3 here. I don't know where Kimi is, but his undercut has not worked because his pace has not been great, and I can't see him anywhere. So there we go. We are going to rejoin in 3rd place comfortably on the soft compound tyre. So this has worked out beautifully for me. So right now, everything's under control. The only thing that would mess me up is if there's a safety car, which I pray there isn't. But if there is a safety car, so I just have a screen freeze there. If there is a safety car, then that's going to mess me up royally. But if not, then we're pretty good. Right, so Raikkonen was behind Ocon, but he's just come in again. So Raikkonen in for, I'm guessing, his final stop of the race, but that stint did not work out for him. That strategy gamble did not pay off because he was stuck in traffic. So right now, with 13 full laps to go, it's looking very, very comfortable for me, and I think I can win the World Championship now, unless something goes wrong. Like I said, the only thing that would mess it up is a safety car, but if that doesn't happen, this is very, very, very much under control here. So we're going to crank up to rich mix now and use all the remaining fuel that I have, and pretty much put the nail through the coffin, and put the nail in the coffin, should I say, and completely just make the World Championship, or seal it up, so to speak, and make the statement now in these next few laps by setting some ridiculous lap times. So let's see how well this car is and how well we can go around this circuit and exactly how fast this Force India can be. Right, Raikkonen 38.7. He's getting the hammer down, but right now, as things stand, if we look at the race director quickly, I'll show you exactly what's going down. So basically, everyone in the top 7, I believe, is on soft compound tyres and going to the end of the race pretty much. So Raikkonen is the first man of the 2-stoppers. So he's just basically now cutting his way through the field, going as fast as he can to try and catch me up and overtake me. So it's as simple as that. So all we've got to do is now control it until the end of the race, which is exactly what we're doing. And every single lap I'm doing a faster lap each time in a personal best. So I'm just controlling the pace, controlling the tyres. As you can see, they're not even worn that much. I'm just controlling everything right now, and it's all working out beautifully, and so far no safety car. Okay, Bottas is starting to catch me slightly, which isn't a major concern. If he does get to the back of me, I probably won't fight him too hard. Meanwhile, I have run out, or not run out, but I've stopped using rich mix now because I want to save just a little bit in case if I ever were to need it for anything. So right now it's just a question of now holding position now. We've only about 7 laps to go. And like I said, if Bottas has passed me, then I'm not going to hold him up too much because Raikkonen, to be fair, is nowhere to be seen. So, right, Bottas has caught up to the back of me now, onto the back straight here. He's going to have the DRS enabled. So, like I said, I'm not going to battle him too hard. I will give him a little bit of a squeeze, but I'm not going to go like over the top aggressive with him because obviously there's no point in throwing this away now. So, we're just going to go around the outside and hold it. But I mean, Bottas is entitled to holding that. I mean, that was a bit too close for comfort, but Bottas is going to go around the outside and he should be okay. Like I said, I'm not going to fight too hard. I'm actually pulling away, I think. Am I? Yes, I think I am actually. And yeah, I think I've managed to pull it off. So I've managed to stay ahead of Bottas. So I've actually got more straight on speed than the works Mercedes. So that's pretty damn impressive. So we stay ahead of Bottas for now. Very slight bit of front wing damage, but nothing major. So so far, so good. Here comes Bottas again. I'm going to go defensive. He's still going to try and go to the outside this time, though. I'm going to hold the inside line. He's still there on my inside. So I'm going to leave him the room. Can we go around the outside of him? Yes, we do. And we just pull it off. So very nice. Like I said, I'm not defending too hard. I'm not doing anything major. But Bottas just can't seem to get the move done. So once again, we defend here. I think Bottas might have another crack here into the brake zone. I'm just going to go to the inside again. And lock up on the left front slightly. Bottas is still there. I'm going to just shut the door on him there. And there we go. We stay ahead. I've got a little bit more understeer, I can notice. And the lockups are a little bit easy to make with this little bit of front wing damage. But it's not too bad. And I think I can actually bring this home. The good thing now is we are out of pretty much safety car region. So unless an absolute calamity happens to me, I've pretty much got this under control now because no safety car can ruin my race, which is crucial. So all it is now is just a question of bringing the car home. I think Raikkonen's actually not too far, but there he's just behind the Red Bull there. So Raikkonen is just down the road. But like I said, I think even if we swap positions, I don't think that's enough for him. So so far it's looking pretty good. It'd have to be my teammate who would have to screw me over, who's way back a couple of corners behind to actually beat me. But yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Here comes Bottas once again. We're going to pull over to the left-hand side. He's going to get the inside line this time. And huge lock up. Ooh. I was very, very close. Let's just cut the corner slowly here. I don't want to get a penalty or anything. And there we go. We're just going to rejoin just in front of Verstappen. And there is Kimi Raikkonen. So here we go. We've got DRS. So we should be able to defend from Kimi. And we're going to get a run of Verstappen here. Can we go for the move on the brakes? Oh, no. No. Locked up again. More front wing damage. Okay, let's calm down here. I've locked up a couple of times now because of the front wing damage I originally sustained. And now it's affecting me quite badly. And I've got Kimi behind me now, so no more mistakes. I've got even more front wing damage, so I've got to be very careful here. Lower lock up, just getting it to very wide there, but we managed to keep it on the black stuff. Oh, okay, Raikkonen's actually going for the move around the outside here, so he's going to go for it. I'm going to hold it on the inside, but he's just got the downforce, the super softs, and the front wing is just giving him the advantage. Look at the understeer I've got in the dirty air, just can't compete with that. 2 laps to go, so we are down to P6 now after a couple of mistakes. Now the thing is, I am currently in the World Championship position, so I'm not concerned. Even if Raikkonen overtakes Bottas and Verstappen, I'm still the champion. It's only if Ocon gets past me, so I think, actually no, I don't even know anymore, like the numbers are a bit too tight. So basically what I'm trying to say is if Ocon catches me, I'm going to have to defend as hard as I can. I don't care if it's my teammate, I'll defend against him as hard as I can because I can't let him overtake me, otherwise I'm in trouble. Right. Out of the hairpin now, we just got to try and defend from our teammates, so we're going to crank up into rich mix now. That little bit that I said I'd reserved and saved up is what I'm going to use here to try and defend. I've got to defend Ocon here. I can't let him pass me just in case. I mean, Raikkonen's in P5, so I could let him pass, and to be fair, it wouldn't affect the championship score, but I don't want to if possible. As we go around the outside, I've just not got any downforce left, struggling to get the front end into the tarmac to make it bite, but we are going to go around the outside of Ocon here. Vettel wins at Abu Dhabi. We're going to squeeze Ocon to the inside, and now we just got to bring it home, bring the nose in just about. There we go. Right, we're going to hold on. That was very, very close. Just the front end not biting into the tarmac at all there, but we are going to make it. And now it's a question of bringing the car home through the final sector here, and I don't think Raikkonen has, I don't think he's done enough. I think it's game over, so I think we've got this now. Just a question of bringing it home, but it looks like finally, after all this time, I'm going to win my first World Championship. Just 2 more corners to go now. Let's try and bring this car home. My pace hasn't been great today, but that's not what matters. We've managed to control the points gap and control Kimi Raikkonen. Here we go, through the final corner, and we're going to win the World Drivers' Championship at Abu Dhabi in the last race of the season, and I am a World Champion in Formula 1. Yes, yes, yes. It's finally happened after 3 long seasons with Force India. We've taken them to the top, and I am a world champion in Formula 1 for the first time in my career. Absolutely incredible, but we've done it. Right, so the final race results are in, and Sebastian Vettel wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix ahead of Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas, rounding up the podium after starting from 9th place. Max Verstappen in P4, Kimi Raikkonen clearly managed P5, and myself in P6 ahead of Esteban Ocon just at the end there. Daniel Ricciardo, Nico Hulkenberg and Romain Grosjean all round out the points scoring positions, and further down the order, no retirements this race for a change, and good thing for me because it obviously means no safety car, which is very, very good. And Lance Stroll bringing up the rear. But in terms of the drivers' standings, you can see we are the 2019 World Drivers' Champions by 9 points over the defending champion, or the former defending champion, Kimi Raikkonen, who's won it in the last 2 seasons, and the former the 3-time world champion Raikkonen. Obviously, he'll be disappointed with that one. Obviously, he would have liked to have made it 4 and get on the same pedestal as his teammate Sebastian Vettel, but it just wasn't to be. And we bring it home in first place at the end of a long, long season. And finally, we complete our objective of winning the World Drivers' Championship in a Force India. In terms of the constructors, finally, Force India, 2nd place behind Ferrari. Very good result, very good season, and I'm very, very happy with that one. And as a team, I'm very proud to say that we got the runner-up position for a team with such little budget. But we are now going to jump into the laptop. But before that, we are going to have some team offers, and I'm going to pick the one that's right for me. You'll find out the next episode where we go exactly. I'm also going to put a vote on my Twitter, which if you guys manage to vote in time, then congratulations to you. But yeah, let's jump straight into it. Okay guys, so the team choice has been made. All will be revealed in the next episode and the start of season 4. But other than that guys, a massive, massive thank you for your support on the entirety of season 3. A really, really big thank you for the support from the start to the finish. And if you guys have missed any of the episodes from this season, now I do urge you to go click on the playlist link down below in the description. Catch up on the episodes you might have missed or might have not seen. Also, do check out these videos on screen right now if you have missed any of them. And also, be sure to leave a big, massive thumbs up on this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, you want to see more F1 content. And also, finally, please do check out GT Omega in the links down below in the description. Use the code TOM97 for a 5% discount at checkout. But other than that, guys, massive thanks for a fantastic season, and I'll see you very soon for the start of season 4 of my career mode.